This is an Anthony Rogers Show short clip.
And I think it's interesting to point out too that you were ostracized for saying this like decades ago, and then through the years, like literally like you're being proven right. And I'd say most of what you said has been proven right by now. One of the things that hasn't that makes me interested though is like the shape-shifting reptilian thing, like more or less it's like when you brought that up, like I remember being a kid and like I'm no offense, I respect you and stuff, but I remember hearing that when I was young, and I was just like, is this guy nuts? And then like literally as it goes on, like everything you're saying is happening and being proven like true, except for the shape-shifting reptilian thing, to me at least. Maybe there's people that have seen it, but like, what are your thoughts on that a little bit?
Well, you see, what I would say to people is the research methodology of uncovering all this stuff that has turned out to be correct was the same methodology that I employed to come to the conclusion that behind all this is a non-human force. One of its expressions is a reptilian form, but there are others. And ultimately, it's a very distorted, inverted state of consciousness, which is behind all this. And this global cult that we kind of see, most of it's in the hidden, even within our reality. But when we see expressions of this global cult in your Bill Gateses and your George Soroses and all these people and your Anthony Fauci's, what you see is a perceptual mentality expression of this other force, this non-human force, because this network of secret societies and satanic groups that form this global cult, they are expressions in our reality of this force. Their job is to impose the will of this force on human society. That's what they're there for. Even the people that are multi billionaires like Gates and whatever, they're still gophers to the bigger picture. And it came to me, quite early on, because I looked at what was going on. I started to investigate the history of all this, because what's happening now has been prepared for a very, very long time. I mean, this goes back literally thousands of years, at least. And you're watching this. You're looking in the ancient world, and you're bringing it through. You're going through the Roman Empire and Babylon and all that, Egypt, and people are coming in, being born. They're playing a part in advancing this agenda, which is what it's been. It's the incessant centralization of power. The reason it's got so intense now is the centralization of power has got so focused. And you then see them die, and then others come in and they play their part in that period, and then they die and others come. And so it went on. And I'm thinking, well, hold on a minute. There's got to be some kind of common force that actually has spanned the whole thing. And we get caught in the fact that when we look through our eyes, we'll think we do if you get deeper, that we see everything in the space that we're looking at. We don't. What we call the world is actually just a band of frequency, which we can decode through this what I call biological computer system, the body. And so we're only seeing a narrow band of frequency. For instance, mainstream science reckons that the electromagnetic spectrum is about 0.005% of what exists in the universe. Some say it's a bit more, as high as 0.5%, but very, very small. And visible light, which is the only band of frequency that we can see, everything you can see is within the band of frequency called visible light. That is a smear of the 0.005%. So we are seeing next to nothing. We are basically blind.